Fusions here with Fusion ZX Gaming. Today we're going to be looking into Don't Starve, survival, slightly horror game. Available on Steam, runs about $15 right now. Definitely a fun little game, definitely worth playing. Basically, literally, you have multiple characters. You can do several different things with them. They all have their own perks. There's a strongman, there's a little girl that pretty much is a pyromaniac as far as I'm concerned, named Willow. If she gets scared, she lights things on fire. Beyond that, definitely have to feed your character. Grass is useful in crafting tools and items. We'll show you a little bit of that in this video, I'm sure. Other than that, you pretty much kind of have to survive. There are pigmen. If you build close to them and you feed them, they will be your friends and help you out. If you do not feed them and you attack them, they will murder you ruthlessly with no thought about it. But right now we're just kind of gathering the basic resources to get through the first night. This flint's going to be very important to get. If we get one more piece, I think that'll give us enough to make an axe. And then we can cut down some trees so we don't go insane during the night. The reason we're picking the branches, again, to make tools, can also be used as fuel. Same thing with the grass. The flowers keep us sane, keep us from losing our mind. The little meters at the top right, the stomach is obviously your hunger. To the right of that is your health, and below that, the little picture of the brain is whether you're losing your mind or not. It's got a day-night cycle. It does have a summer-winter cycle. So in the winter, you need either warm clothes or a fire to stand next to keep from freezing to death, etc., etc. You can build bases and things like that in here. We're going to go ahead and make our first tool here. We're going to go ahead and make an axe, get some wood so that we can have some campfire tonight at least. We'll probably need more than one tree for that. You do have to add fuel to your fire as the night goes on. There's a couple different types of campfire and thing. I don't know how far we'll get into this game. If you guys like what you're watching, let us know in the comments below. If we get enough requests, we will definitely continue this right where we leave this episode off at. But for now, we're just going to do a rough first impression. I've definitely had a lot of fun with it. It's not the most exciting game in the world for the majority. It is kind of more relaxing, chilling, just kind of calming down at the end of a night. But it does get pretty intense later on. The difficulty does kind of go up as the days go on. Winter is a total pain to survive through. There are also an adventure mode that does have a finish. This game is kind of open-ended sandbox, so you can go as long as you want. If you find the pieces or find Maxwell's door, there is actually an end to the game. Maxwell's door will lead you on a series of, I believe it is 5 adventures, each of which has its own challenges. One I know for sure is a very long winter. Beyond that, I cannot remember the rest of them right off the top of my head. Definitely need to focus on getting a little more food. A couple berries and a carrot is not going to get us through the night. Hunger goes down relatively quick. Once we've progressed a little bit and we have the time, we can make some traps to try and trap the rabbits. There's a couple different ways of doing that. You can just kind of go near their holes and put a trap on top. You can also bait your traps with the carrots and stuff like that. Whoops. Remember the buttons. That's always a helpful thing. This is our first beefalo. They are usually friendly, except for certain times of year. I don't want to go too detailed into that. But the reason I'm picking up their poo is for farming. We can fertilize farms and grow our own crops if we would like. I really am not seeing anywhere great to set up a base that I think would survive winter yet. We can make torches. I don't like to use torches much. We may try one this first night just for entertainment value, because otherwise we're probably not going to be doing a whole ton tonight. So we'll try the torch and see if we can actually accomplish anything during the night tonight. Usually I would just chill near a campfire, but for this one, for entertainment value for you guys, we're definitely going to do it a little different. The day-night counter at the top there, you can see the red is actually evening hours, so we're really not that close to nighttime quite yet. So I really only need that torch once we get into the darker blue in the top left there. And like I said, the days will get shorter, the nights will get longer. There is a winter cycle. And like I said, you also unlock other characters. There's a strongman, I think I already said, carries more stuff, things like that. There are quite a few areas of the map that we will probably not even find in this first playthrough. There is a cave system. I believe there's a second cave system below those. They have updated this game a lot since the last time I played it. There are swamp areas that have tentacles and stuff that will come out and try and smack you as you walk by. The reason we're keeping the pine cones is we can plant our own forest. It gives us something that we can keep near home. The trees and stuff do take time to grow. If I had a shovel, I could dig up the grass and plant that close to where we decide to camp as well. So you can pretty much make your own self-sustaining little areas once you find the correct resources. And as you're noticing, all the areas pretty much either end in water or lead to another area. So once you hit water, you pretty much know you're on a peninsula. There is a map, I believe. Yep, here is the button for map. This will show you kind of where you've been. If you've not been there, you don't know what's there. This map can be quite huge. And then we'll go back to the gameplay here for you guys. And the map is randomly generated. Every time you start a new game, you get a completely different map. It does have 4 save slots, so if you guys want to try out the other characters as you're unlocking them but not lose your original save, not a hard thing to do. And again, $15 on Steam, you'll definitely get your money's worth out of the game. It is available on PlayStation 4 as well. I know when it first came out, they... Whoops, spider. I am not prepared for spiders, so we'll get that out. Okay, we may have to run for a minute here. Okay, good, they went the other way. It was available on, or is available on PlayStation 4. They did give it away to PlayStation Plus members pretty early on. And now we're getting into nighttime. I'm going to have to get off this torch. We're not going to be able to see much here, so... And I don't know that I can cut down trees while holding the torch or anything, but we're going to try it. I've never actually tried to survive the night on just a torch. I usually at least build me a campfire. This torch is not going to last all night, I can already tell. It's going down way too fast. I guess we're going to make a campfire. I tried, guys. I tried. Now that we've got a campfire, we'll go ahead and put the torch up. No point in wasting it. Where's my axe? Where's my axe? If I add some more logs to the fire, there's going to be a little bit brighter area here, so now I can move up here and get some of this grass that's up here near us. The fire will burn down as the fuel burns off, so we don't want to get too far away. And we're just going to kind of chill here for a little bit. We will find some other stuff to look at and do here in the morning. Not too far off. Oh yeah, face reveal. For anybody that's been around, this is the first time you will have seen me on a face cam. So, we do plan to do YouTube videos as much as we possibly can. We are also streaming on Twitch TV. All the links down below in the description. Come check us out if you like what you see. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, depending which site you're finding us on. We do appreciate all the support from everybody. You guys are what's making this possible. Okay, and daytime has now peaked, so let's see if we can find... I'd really like to find more of a wooded area. My stomach's getting pretty empty. I should have cooked my carrots while I was standing at that campfire. I completely forgot I could do that. Your food does rot. If you guys look really closely down there at the blueberries, or the berries with the number 4 on them, you'll notice the green box behind them that is slowly coming down from the top. They do spoil. Once they spoil, you really don't want to eat them. You can cook them once they're spoiled, and they are still edible. Here we go. Entertainment value. This is a wormhole. But wait, nope. Let's get the supplies over here first. There's all kinds of stuff. Poor guy. I'm going to need to make a backpack. And I think I need my science machine before I can do that, don't I? Need a science machine to build the prototype. What is this prototype for? Birdcage. Alright, well, I'm not going to be farming anytime soon, so we're going to go ahead and drop that for now. Hammer, I probably won't use. We can drop that. Really closer to myself. Cut stone can be dropped. We'll eat the seeds. We'll eat some of the berries. I really want to get these boards. The boards are very useful in building a few of the things later on. We'll put the footbell helmet on. That gives us some little bit more health, I guess you would call it. And now let's jump down the rabbit hole. This is going to kill our sanity, just so you know. But it's way more entertaining to watch me jump through a wormhole and go insane. Now what this will do is this will throw us to a different section of the map, and let's see. Okay, so we came from up here. The wormhole we just jumped in is here. It just basically teleports us to another side of the map. If I can get a few more flowers, I can bring our sanity up a little bit too. Oh, we're in a swamp area now. Okay, you guys will not have seen this yet on here. There are frogs that live in these ponds sometimes. I do believe you can make a fishing pole and fish. I'm not sure if you do that in the ponds or just around the edges. But it's got every element of survival you could ask for. We're sitting on 7 logs. That's probably enough for now. Nope, get the flower. I don't want the tree. How are you doing on sticks? Plenty of grass. We're okay on sticks. Another spider. The red mushroom, I could have picked that back there. If I had a shovel, I could dig up this grave. That does horrible things to your sanity. But you can do it. Sometimes there's good loot in them. Actually, what I need to find is some of the rocks with gold in them so I can make this science machine and show you guys a little bit more in-depth things you can craft. You can actually sleep through the night once you have enough stuff to do it. Your food will go down very, very quickly if you start sleeping through the night. So make sure you have a good supply of food. There are crock pots that will allow you to make all kinds of food. Here's one of the pigmen I was talking about, that if you feed them, they will be friendly. If you attack them, they will be enemies. A lot of people tend to build near the pig villages. That's probably the smallest one I've ever seen. But they build near them so that if they get into where they're being attacked, they actually have... Oh, those are killer bees. Get away from that area. Where they get attacked, but they've been feeding the pigs, so the pigs are nice enough to help them out. More cut stone. I'm not really looking to build a base yet, so that's not a big deal to us right now. I want to find a little more of a varied region than where we're at to do that. But let's see here. There are also rabbits in some of the caves that I'm aware of. I don't want to go that way because I know there's killer bees that way. I'm not prepared enough for any of that. I have seen people play the game and get up into the 1,000+ days. So, I mean, you can literally, as long as you have the equipment and the ability, you can survive forever. This is a swamp area. Hopefully we won't find us a tentacle monster, but we probably will going through here. The green mushrooms, I can't remember if I can eat those or not. You can eat a lot of the things once they're cooked that you cannot eat without cooking them. The bird cage that I just learned from the blueprint we found earlier, what that allows us to do is trap a bird, put the bird in the cage, and then we can feed the bird things that we cannot eat, and he will give us eggs. So it's a way to turn like your monster meat and a lot of stuff you haven't seen yet that would be poisonous to you otherwise. It's a way to turn that into something viable before you get the crock pot. The crock pot, you can mix in multiple kinds of meat, and as long as one of them's edible, I'm pretty sure that you're fine doing that. We're getting to where we're going to have to find some food soon. And staying on the road is probably not going to help me do that much, but this area should have food in it, but it's pretty dense, I don't know. There is a tree god, or a tree king, or whatever you want to call him, that'll actually come out, and if you've killed too many trees, it will come out and attack you very ferociously. Relatively hard to kill. Most of the enemies in this are... Oh, I don't want to open that. That'll get me to the caves. Again, not prepared for that, guys. With the Tree King and most of the other enemies, I'm noticing there is relatively a pattern that you can use to defeat them. But it's still by no means easy, even when you have the best stuff in the game. Let's see here. Oh! These guys are not friendly. I don't know if those are called fishmen or what you want to call them. I guess I think that's probably what I was calling a frogman earlier. Those guys are not friendly. They will attack on sight. I don't even think you can feed them to get them to be friendly. So just kind of avoid those when you find them would be my advice. Unless you've played more than I have and then you know tricks that I don't, leave them in the comments below. Let everybody know. And like I said, guys, if you want to see more of this, let us know. I will happily record more, and we'll get as many episodes as we can up for you guys as requested. It's getting dark, campfire time. Chop down some trees while we're here tonight. Yes, build a campfire before you go crazy. They do not like being in the dark, that is for sure. couple there, and then we're going to go ahead and just harvest some trees tonight. Looks like it's going to be another relatively short night, so this shouldn't be too horribly boring for you guys. But definitely, I know there's a lot of people out there that know way more about this game than I do. Yes, you're so hungry. I guess I'm going to cook up the carrots, because they do a little bit more to fill you up when they're cooked versus when they're not. That'll give you guys a little bit of an idea of the cooking system at least. We'll take cooked carrots, click them on the fire. We now have cooked carrots. We're about to starve, as you guys can see here. Let's go and eat those up. So we're not starving anymore, but we really need to find some food, and we're going to have a very limited time to do that. I could make some rabbit traps. These would trap the rabbits and the small animals, but we don't have enough rabbits around here to survive with those. Where is my... Not there. There is somewhere I can make a garland out of the flowers to keep sane. They've either moved stuff around or I'm just completely confused. I apologize, guys. I have not played this in a while. It has updated several times since I played last. Nope, I don't know where they moved that to. Night is over. We're going to leave it. Yep, we're going to grab the seeds because we are that desperate for food. We may end up living on seeds now. We've already been down here. We've already come. Where did we come from? Let's see. Okay, so we want to just kind of go up this way, find the shore, and head back to the left and see where it meets back together. And then we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. I'll tell you what, we're getting pretty close to time here, guys. I'm going to actually cut this one here. Thanks for watching. Come back and see us. If you liked what you saw, give us a like up there. A sub would be appreciated as well. Again, Twitch link below. We Twitch every day. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.